We are doing lesson 4 in math. I can use number bonds to show a story. So, remember yesterday, we talked about the different parts of a number bond. I can label my number bond as a part and a whole. Look at how I've labeled my number bond. Part, part, whole. The whole is when everything comes together. The two lines meet. The parts are the two circles where only one line meets. If you have this and you have it in your clear plastic sleeve, go ahead and get it out for me. Also, today, you're gonna need 10, count them 10, cubes, Unifix cubes. So you might wanna go ahead and grab those. If you don't have Unifix cubes, that's a-okay. You can use other objects to count with.
Miss Kate, what are Unifix cubes?
They're the cubes that you hook together to make a train. Miss Kate gave them to you.
I think I don't have those.
That's okay. Johnny, and listen carefully. Find 10 small objects you can count with. Find Legos, find something. Ooh, I like that, Smriti.
But I do have coins.
Okay, use that. All right. Here we go. We're gonna start with our warm-up this morning. I know some friends have gone to get their materials, so we'll wait just a second. Good morning, Landon. I know you just joined us.
Miss Kate?
Yes.
You don't have my coins.
Wonderful. Okay, keep your thing on mute. Only take 10 out,
They are
Jonyan.
for little kids borrowers and the little kid borrower.
That's okay.
And there's 30.
Yes.
What are the materials again?
Just your number bond in a clear plastic sleeve or drawn on a sheet of paper, and your 10 Unifix cubes. That's all. All right, let's look at our warm-up. Yes,
Miss
Nicole. Hold on, Jonyan. Yes, Nicole.
I just calmed down. Miss anything?
Nope, sweetie, we're just getting started. All right. We're going to play an activity called Show Me Part, Show Me Whole. I'll show you some objects. I want you to decide if it's a whole of something or just part of something. Here's going to be our signal. I see your hand up, Are we? Hold on. If it's whole, do this. Show me whole. If it's part, do this. Show me the two parts. Whole, part, whole, part, 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 whole. Okay. So we're gonna play whole or part, okay? Look up at the screen for the object and show me. Are we? What's your question?
I don't really have that small objects, but I do have Jenga.
That's perfect. All right, look up here. Is that a part or whole? Show me. Show me with the signal. Part. Awesome. Part or whole? Show me. Whole. Awesome. Part or whole? Whole. Great job. Part or whole? Part. That's only part of a pizza. It's a slice. It's not the whole pizza. Part or whole? Good. Part. Part or whole? That's a whole cookie. Awesome job, my friends. Pull out your handy dandy math book, Module 4, Lesson 4, application problem. If somebody could call out the page number, that would be, oh, I've got it. You don't have to call out the page number. Yay, okay. I'm so excited about myself. All right, that's gonna be on page 15. That's a 1 and a 5. Now,
Miss Kate, are we going to have two circles?
yep, you have 2 circles. Looks like this. All right. Now, I'm going to read the whole story problem. Remember, when we read it, we read, draw, write. So, Anthony had 5 bananas. Take out your cubes and put 5 of them in front of you. Count one more time to be sure that you have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put them above the circles. All right. He wanted to share the bananas with one of his friends. The 2 circles on your paper are the paper plates that he and his friend has. Show me one way you could split apart the 5 bananas so he could share with his friend. Put some bananas on one circle and some bananas on the other circle. I know they're just Unifix cubes, but we're gonna use our imagination and pretend that they're bananas. So, raise your hand and tell me one way I can separate this group of 5. Carolyn.
3, and 2.
Carolyn says I can put 3 bananas on Anthony's plate and 2 bananas on his friend's plate. 3 and 2 make 5. Awesome. What's another way I could separate the bananas on the plates? Nicole?
Maybe in 2, 1 plus 4.
Okay, so I can have 1 banana on Anthony's plate and he gives 4 bananas to his friend. Okay, Russell, tell me another way I could sort my bananas.
You can just each one and just 4 and put the 4, 2 and 2 and base 2 and split.
Oh, that's you tricky. So basically what Russell was saying is I can give them, so he's trying to make it even. Anthony can have 2 bananas, his friend can have 2 bananas, and then I could split the 5th banana, but that would be hard to do. Okay, very good, making all the several different ways of making 5. Go ahead and you're still gonna need your number bond mat and your 10 cubes, your Unifix cubes. We're gonna listen to Miss Emily and start our lesson. So let's keep listening. Let me pull her up.
mathematicians. My name is Mrs. Chandrasekhar. Today, we will be drawing stories with number bonds. Let's get started. For the lesson today, you'll need 10 winking cubes. They don't have to be the same color. And your number bond template. If you don't have a template, that's okay. You can just draw a number bond on a piece of paper. Pause the video to find your materials and press play once you have them. Friends, yesterday I went to the apple orchard and went apple picking. I picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 apples. Show me with your cubes how my 5 apples will look in the hole of your number bond. While you do that, I'll draw the cubes in the hole of my number bond.
Okay, so go ahead and take your cubes and show me these 5 apples, or you don't have to show me, but put them on your number bond in the hole. She's gonna draw it while you're showing it.
You show with your cubes, and I'll draw the cubes in the hole of the number bond. 1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples.
Miss Paige, what are we supposed to do?
4 apples.
Honey, Anya, we're just get your 5 cubes and put them in the hole. And Miss Emily is drawing them.
5 apples. Here are my 5 apples I picked. 3 of my apples are red and 2 are green. Show with your other cubes how that would look on your number bond. While you show with your cubes, I'll draw. Ready?
Okay, so now she wants you to take some more cubes and show her how can you separate these 5 apples into 2 different groups. Go ahead and do that. Good job, Smriti. What is it, sweetie? Yes.
Should we draw anything yet? No,
You don't have to draw.
Anything before we draw.
You do not have to draw. You're just showing with your cubes. Arlie, what's your question, sweetie?
I wasn't raising my hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, let's watch.
3 apples are red. 1 apple. 2 apples. 3 apples. 2 are green. 1 apple. 2 apples. Now, look carefully at your cubes in front of you. Let's show how they will look in the number bond if we used numbers instead. Take your cubes off and write the numbers instead.
Okay,
Well,
so when you do that, don't take all the cubes off at once. Go ahead and take the whole off and then write the number. Then take one of the parts and write the number. And then take the other part and write the number. Go ahead and do that on your number bond.
while you do that, I'll erase what I drew and write the numbers instead. I'll start with the whole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll erase my whole of 5 and write the number 5. Now here's my parts. 1, 2, 3. I'll erase my 3 cubes and write the number 3. 1, 2. I'll erase my 2 cubes and write the number 2. Now, take your finger and point to the hole.
Okay, so instead of doing that, show me on your hand how many are in the hole. How many apples are in the hole? Hold up your hand so I can see. Awesome.
What number did you point to? Think, say it. Yes, 5. Now take your finger and point to one of the parts. What number did you point to? Think, say it.
Okay, show one of the parts. Ah, some people are showing 3. Some people are showing 2. Let's see.
Now take your finger and point to one of the other parts. What number did you point to this time?
Show it.
Say it. The parts are 3 and 2, but you could have said 2 and 3. Both work. You separated the 5 cubes as a set of 2 cubes and 3 cubes. 5 is the same as 2 and 3. 5 is also the same as 3 and 2. Great job, friends. Now let's erase our boards and get ready to show another story. Now, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and think while I tell you this story.
Okay.
I have 4 bouncy balls. One bouncy ball is blue, and 3 bouncy balls are orange. Open your eyes and pause the video to draw circles to show my bouncy balls in the number bond. Remember, I have 4 bouncy balls. 1 is blue and 3 are orange. Pause the video to draw circles to show my bouncy balls in your number bond.
Okay. Draw your bouncy balls. When you are done, put your hands on your head to let me know you're ready to move on. Ari, what's your question? No, John, you have to raise your hand. What's your question?
Are we supposed to do it in the part or the
You're gonna do all 3 sections. She has 4 bouncy balls. 1 is blue and 3 are orange. So show it to me in all 3 sections. Actually, you know what? When you're done, you can just hold it up. Yes.
Because I don't have the colors orange and blue, I'm doing 1 shaded and 3 non-shaded.
That's an excellent idea. Ari, what's your question?
I don't really have a dark color.
All you have
I
to
only
do
have
is,
yellow.
yeah, just shade one of them in and leave the rest open. Nicole? Great job, Adeline.
I use numbers because I don't.
Okay, honey, then just show it.
Look, because I use numbers.
Okay, but that's not listen to the story, sweet girl. She has 4. She has 4 bouncy balls. 1 is blue and 3 are orange. Okay, great job, friends. Thank you, Anya. Thank you, Adeline. Thank you, Russell. Thank you. If your camera's off, I can't see it. Thank you, Estelle. I've got a lot of friends with their camera off. Okay. Good job. Let's see what Miss Emily says.
Now, let's write numbers instead.
Oh,
Positive.
hang on. Before we do that, let's see if hers are correct. She did 4 circles at the top as her whole, and her parts are 1 and 3. Thumbs up if you agree. Awesome. Would it have been okay if she did 4 at the top and she did 3 and 1? Is that okay? Yes, that is okay. As long as your parts are here, it's okay if you do 1 and 3 or 3 and 1. Both are correct. Okay, now write the number and erase the circles. Let's watch Miss Emily do it. Great job, friends.
Video to erase the pictures in your number bond and write the numbers. Take your finger and point to the hole.
Okay, so instead of pointing, show me with your fingers the hole. Show me on your hand. How many are in the hole? Awesome. 4 are in the hole. Okay.
What number is in the hole? Think, say it. Yes, 4. Now take your finger and point to one of the parts.
Okay, show me one of the parts on your hand, or you can show one part on one hand, the other part on the other hand. Awesome. I see friends showing me 1 and 3. Russell, I see you had 2 and 2, which is great, but her story had the 1 ball and 1 blue and 3 orange. Okay, awesome job, friends.
What number did he point to? Think, say it. Now point to a different part. What number did he point to? Think, say it. The parts are 1 and 3, but you could have said 3 and 1. 1 and 3 together make 4. 4 is the same as 1 and 3. 4 is also the same as 3 and 1. Friends, we started with pictures of the 4 balls and the 1 ball and the 3 balls. And then we erased the pictures and drew numbers. Did we change our story about the balls? Tell someone in the room what you think, or tell me.
Okay, did we change our story? No, we did not change it at all. We just took away the picture and wrote the number. Let's see what Miss Emily says.
My friend Karen was telling me that no, the story about balls didn't change. We just wrote it in a different way. We wrote the numbers instead of the pictures. It means the same thing. It's now time to show you.
Okay, so let's make sure our whiteboard is nice and clean and beautiful. Our materials are stacked and put back away. If they're in a baggie, try putting 5 cubes together and then another 5 cubes and putting them in their baggie where they belong. We want to make sure we keep our materials together so we don't lose them. Once your materials are put away, you can open up your math book to the next page. It's going to begin on page 17. We're going to only focus on these.
Penny,
Yes, ma'am.
my plant is orange, sometimes it's yellow, and I don't have a ton, so I just sometimes put water.
Okay, honey, but we're talking about math right now. We're going to focus on these two problems. If you want to try the story on your own, we'll talk about that at the end and you can try it. Okay. Thumbs up if you have your math book ready and something to write with. Okay. Let's take a look. Draw and write the numbers to complete the number bonds. This is just like yesterday. We have the drawing number bond, and then we have the writing number bond. How many squares do we have at the top of our page? Raise your hand and tell me. Are we?
5.
Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're exactly right, are we? They put all 5 in the hole. How can we separate the 5? I need to chop them. Go ahead and do that on your own. Draw some in one part and some in the other part. Do that on your own. Then I'm going to call on some of you to share how you separated. Okay, Estelle, tell me one way you separated your 5 cubes, or the 5 squares in the picture.
Is it how to make 5?
Yeah, like you didn't have, how many did you draw in the 2 parts?
I drew one on the left, place.
Okay.
And 4 on the other.
Awesome. So Estelle drew 1 cube in one part and 4 cubes in another part. Do 4 and 1 make 5? Yeah, it does. Did anyone do something different? Raise your hands and I'll call on you. Jonyan, how did you separate your group of 5?
2 and 3.
Okay, so Jonyan put 2 squares in one and 3 squares in the other part. Do 2 and 3 make 5? Yeah, they do. Now, whatever you put in in these parts, I want you to write the number in the number bond part. So, for example, I could write the 2 and the 3. Yours may not be the same as mine, and that's okay. There's more than one way to make 5. Okay, let's take a look at these hearts at the bottom. I have my 2 number bonds, but this time nothing is filled in. What is my first step? What do I need to do first? Raise your hand and help me. What do I need to do first? Adeline?
I think you
What am I going to do with my hearts?
you're gonna count them.
Right? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what do I do, Adeline? I've got 4 hearts. Where do I put them?
You put them in one of the circle.
Okay, can I draw my 4 hearts in this circle, Adeline?
Yes.
I can? This is okay? Do you agree with me? Is this okay? I see a lot of, okay, where do I need to put it? Raise your hand. Where do I need to put my 4 hearts? Raise your hand and tell me. I don't see friends with their hands raised.
Miss Kate, do we have to submit this?
Yeah, sweetie. Just this page, though. Only page 17.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just going to call in a friend. Jonyan, where am I going to put my 4 hearts?
They're going to put them on top.
Yeah, in the hole. That's called the hole. Where the 2 paths come together. See, 1, 2. That's the hole. So I'm going to put my 4 hearts, I'm going to draw them in the hole. Okay, I've got my 4 hearts in the hole. What do I do now? Who can help me? What is my next step? Ryan, what's my next step?
Put it into hearts.
Ryan says I need to chop this into 2 different parts. So maybe I could do this. 1 heart and 3 hearts. Did anybody do something different? Raise your hand and share it with me. Nicole, what did you do?
I did 2 plus 2.
Okay, so you did 2 hearts and 2 hearts. Awesome. Now, whatever you did, I want you to take it and I want you to put it over here. But be very careful. The number bond is turned a different way. So you need to figure out where is your hole and where are the 2 parts. Who can help me do my number bond? Raise your hand and help me write the numbers in my number bond. Carolyn? Unmute your mic, sweetie. You're not. Oh, it's still muted. Is it not coming unmuted? Oh, I'm sorry. Here, I'll call in another friend. Thank you for participating. Let me call on Arwie. Arwie, what do I do? Oops.
So, the 1.
Well, what is this? Is this my part or my whole?
Your hole.
That's my whole. So I'm going to take my whole hearts, which are 4, and write that there. Now, I can write my 2 parts. On my picture, it has 2 and 2. Yours might be different. That's okay. There's more than one way to make 4. This is the only page you have to submit. But for extra practice, if you want to, on the back, here is a picture that's a story. It says, look at the picture. Tell your neighbor, or maybe a stuffed animal, or a brother or sister, or mom and dad, a story story about the dog standing and sitting. Draw a number bond and write the numbers that match your story. So you're going to draw a number bond any way you want, and then draw the dog standing and sitting. You can use numbers or pictures. All right, friends, thank you for joining me for math. Go ahead and take a break, have your lunch, go to your specials, and I will see you guys back at 12:45 for listening and learning.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.